PreAP Test 1-1. Find the value of x for which the equation absolute value of x plus negative 3 equals 7. So, if I replace this x with 10, will this work? What's the absolute value? What's absolute value again? It's the distance of that number from 0 on the number line. How far is 10 from 0 on the number line? 10 units. So this is 10. I put it with 3 negatives. Do I have more positive negatives? I have more positive by 7. So that is correct. Let's try the next one. Will this work? Will this equal 7? How far is negative 10 from 0 on the number line? What's the distance? Remember, distance is always positive. So this has to be 10 units plus negative 3. Hey, it's the exact same problem right here. So this one works. Let's look at 3. How far is 0 from 0? 0. 0 plus negative 3 will be 7. No. So 1 and 2 are correct, so C is the correct answer. Number 2. Which ordered pair is located best in quadrant 1? Again, the way I memorize my quadrant is I put a C. Quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, quadrant 4. So what do you know about quadrant 1? The numbers are positive here and the numbers are positive there. So the only one that has 2 positives are A. Let's make sure. Again, how do you grab point? X, Y. So X is the first number, X4. Y5 is right here, so it puts together right there. Quadrant 1. 3. Your friend incorrectly plotted the numbers negative 10, negative 1, absolute value 6, absolute value negative 3, and 10 on the number line in figure 1 as shown. So he did a wrong job. So which one should be correct here? Well, negative, let's go do. So 10 should be right here, negative 10. Negative 10 with negative 10, negative 10 with negative 9, negative 10 with negative 10. So far, doing a good job. Check. Negative 1 is a negative 1. Negative 1 is a negative 1. Check. Absolute value of 6. How far is 6 from... Oh, we can use this. How far is 6 from 0? 6 units. Check. Check. How far is absolute value negative 3? How far is negative 3 from 0? 3 units. Wait, negative 3 right here and negative 3 here. So what is the absolute value of negative 3? 3 units. So this one is wrong. I think D is the answer. Let's just make sure. 10 is 10, 10, 10. So D is the answer. Some of you may have plotted B, but think about it. What is the absolute value of negative 3? 3. So it should be under 3. Next one. The routes Tia takes from her house to different places are represented on the grid below. Each unit on the grid represents 1 mile. For Tia to travel from the park to the library, here's the park. To go to the library, she must go 3 units north. 1, 2, 3. Then she needs to go east. Remember your directions? Oh, north, east, south, west. Never eat soggy waffles. Never eat sour watermelon. You learned that in elementary school. So it's right here. So which one would it be? So to graph this, you look at x first. It is 6. Seems like B is only, and you go down 2 units to negative 2 for y. So x is 6, y is negative 2. Number 5, which model represents negative 2 plus 5? That means starting at 0, you go 2 units to the left. You go back 2 units. 0, you go back 2 units. I like that one. Go 0, back. No, no, no. A is the answer. 5, you go 5 units forward or to the right. Equals 3. Number 6. I see some white dots and black dots. So, oh, these are 0 pairs. These all cancel out. So the answer is 3 black dots or -3. But I'll show that. So let's count. How many positives do you see here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, no, yes, no. How many negatives do you see here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 negatives, 8 negatives. So which one is it? Is it A or C? Because they both shows 5 and -8. Let's do our math. If you put 5 positive with 8 negatives, you have 0 pairs. A is the answer. Why is C wrong? You should remember this. How do you subtract integers again? Add the opposite. Add, what's the opposite of this? So really, 5 minus -8 is really 13. So that does not make sense. Number 7. On the first play of a football game, the orange team gained 12 yards. Gain is positive. On the next play, the orange team lost 7 yards. Loss is negative. Which equation could be used to represent the net yardage for the orange team on these two plays? So looking for positive 12. Nope, nope, nope. C is the only answer that makes sense. Number 8. When Barry started driving at 3 p.m., the temperature was 10 degrees. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 degrees. The temperature was 10 degrees. That's 3 p.m. When he arrived home, it was -5 degrees. What was the difference in the temperature at 3 p.m. and 9 p.m.? So the temperature at 3 p.m. was 10 degrees. What does the word difference mean? Subtract. -5. So this is the temperature at 3 p.m. This is the temperature at 9 p.m. What is the difference? So how do you subtract again? Change, add the opposite. Add opposite of -5 is +5. So 10 plus 5 is 15. B is the answer. I mean, look, yeah. Actually, if I was going to do 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, this would have been 2, 4, that'd be right here. So if you look at this, there's a 15 degrees difference between 10 and -5. Because from 10 to 0, the difference is 10. From 0 to -5, the difference is 5. 10 plus 5 is 15. Number 9. Which of the following expression has equivalent? Equivalent means the same, equal. If you have 12 negatives and you put it together with 12 more negatives, do you have any 0 pair? No, it's all negative. 24 negative. I have 6 negatives. I'm putting it with 30 positive. Do you have more positive or more negatives? More positive. How many more positives do you have? 24 more positives. Number 3. -10 minus 14. I'm going to write it. How do you subtract again? Add the opposite. So you have 10 negatives with 14 negatives. That's a lot of negatives. That's 24 negatives. And number 4, I'm going to write it again. How do you subtract? You have 1 and you take away 23. Think about it. You go 1 step forward, you go back 23. That's another way you could think about it. Add the opposite. So we have more negatives than positive. We have 22 more negatives. So which two have the same? 1 and 3. This and this. C is the answer. Number 10. Think about how you arrange numbers in order by plotting them on the number line. How can you always tell which day was the coldest? If I had a number line, what type of numbers are cold? Really frigid cold. Positive or negative? Negative. Find a day that corresponds to the number farthest to the right. So like 100 degrees, farthest to right. Find a day that corresponds to the middle number on the number line. So 0 degrees. Maybe. Find a number that corresponds to the number farthest from 0 on the number line. So if it's farthest from 0, like 100 degrees, that will be the coldest. Find a day that corresponds to the number farthest to the left. negative 100 degrees, negative 10 degrees, negative 20 degrees. D makes more sense at all. The farthest up, remember, on a number line, it goes from least to greatest. The least is the coldest. Which expression has the least value? So I put 7 negatives with 4 negatives. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you see any 0 pairs? Nope. 11 negatives. Oh, how do you subtract again? Add the opposite. Add opposite. Do I have more positive or more negatives? I have more negatives. How many more negatives do I have positive? 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54. I have 8 more negatives than positives. Next one. Do I have more negative? Negative 81 plus 75. Do I have more negatives or more positive? I have more negatives. How many more negatives do I have? 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81. 6 more negatives. And 10 negatives, you put it with 10 positive. They all cancel out, 0. So which one is the smallest number here? Well, not D. One of the negatives. I'm going to draw a number line. Negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5. Wait, and the number line goes from least to greatest. So who's the farthest from 0 on the left side? The farthest from 0 will be negative 11. A is the answer. Number 12. Chuck has $30 in his lunch account at school. He spends $2 every day to eat in the cafeteria. What is Chuck's lunch account balance after 2 weeks of buying his lunch? One school week has 5 school days. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. In the first week, he spent 2. So every day he spent $2 for 2 weeks. So how much did he spend in all? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. He so far spent $20 spent. Isn't that minus $20 spent? But how much money did he start with? $30. So he spent $20. So now he only has positive $10. 13. An airplane is flying at an altitude. Here's the airplane. At 5,000 feet. It descend. The word descend is like decrease. It's going down at a rate of 100 feet per minute. So every minute it goes down 100, 100, 100. What will be the altitude after 5 minutes? So in 1 minute it goes down 100. 2 minutes it goes down another 200. 3 minutes it goes down 300. 4 minutes it goes down 400. 5 minutes it goes down 500. So every minute it goes down 100. So after 5 minutes it goes down 500 feet. Can't be B, that doesn't make sense. Can't be D, that doesn't make sense. Some of you may have chosen C without realizing it, but the answer is really A. 14. What is the absolute value of negative 6 plus 4? So what's negative 6 plus 4? How many more? You have more negative or more positive? 2 more negatives. So how far is negative 2 from 0 on a number line? 2 units away. Remember, distance is always positive. 2 plus 2 is positive 4. Remember, 4 is a whole number. This is a decimal sign. Question 15. This is a seashell. Which ordered pair represents a point located outside? Outside. X, Y. So let's graph each one. I ran the graph X, Y. So X is negative 1. X is negative 1. Y is 2. So it's right here. X is negative 1, Y 2. Is that outside? A is the answer. 16. Your friend incorrectly says that point A and point B in figure 2 represent opposite integer. Why is your friend wrong? Well, this is negative 9, and this is 8. What? They're not opposite. The opposite of negative 9 is positive 9. The opposite of 8 is negative 8. Ugh. So why is she wrong? The distance from 0 to A is greater than the distance from 0 to B. Let's see, from 0 to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 units. A makes sense. The distance from 0 to A is less than. No, it's farther. This distance is longer than that distance. A and B are not opposite. Yes, they are. A and B are not the same point. So which one makes sense right here? And a bonus, looking back at question 16, what is the opposite integer for point A? The opposite of negative 9 is positive 9 or 9. Hopefully you're doing very well and not really watching this video. Test, a pre-AP test 1-1.